There are moments in life when everything feels like it's slipping through your fingers. Plans collapse, people disappoint, circumstances betray, and the world seems indifferent to your struggle. You fight, you resist, you try to control what cannot be controlled, and the harder you grip, the more it slips. What if I told you that the very thing you are struggling to hold on to is the source of your suffering? That the key to freedom, clarity, and strength lies not in control but in letting go? Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca all understood this truth. They knew that to master life, you must first master yourself. And the first lesson is recognizing what is beyond your control. The hook is simple but profound. You cannot command the world, but you can command your mind. You cannot force others to act with integrity, but you can choose your own. You cannot prevent misfortune, loss, or betrayal, but you can choose how to respond. This is the essence of Stoicism, the liberation of understanding that external events are not your domain, only your judgments, decisions, and character are. Clinging to what is beyond you is suffering. Releasing it is power. Consider modern life, where control feels ever more urgent. Deadlines, social expectations, career pressures, financial worries, they all scream for your attention. You chase outcomes, manipulate circumstances, and exhaust yourself trying to shape what is fundamentally unpredictable. Stoicism teaches that this effort is wasted energy. The Stoic mind does not ignore responsibility. It directs it wisely toward what is within reach: thought, action, and virtue. Everything else? Let it go. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on this principle in the midst of empire, plague, and war. He understood that the world operates according to nature, not human desire. When life resisted his will, he adapted, reasoned, and focused on what he could influence. Epictetus, born a slave, knew that freedom is not in circumstance, but in choice. You may not control the people around you, the economy, or the chaos of modern life, but you can control your mind, your reactions, your values, and your focus. That is the domain of true power. The first step in letting go is recognition. Identify what is beyond your control. It may be other people's actions, societal judgment, natural events, or even your past mistakes. Look clearly at each situation and ask, can I change this? If the answer is no, release it. Stop investing mental energy in battles you cannot win. The Stoics practiced this daily. They trained themselves to distinguish between what they could influence and what they could not. This separation is the foundation of inner peace. Next comes acceptance. Letting go does not mean apathy. It does not mean surrender to chaos. It means acknowledging reality and focusing energy where it matters. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." By accepting what you cannot change, you free your mind to act on what you can: your thoughts, your discipline, your character. Resistance to the uncontrollable is wasted suffering. Acceptance is liberation. Perspective is equally vital. Modern humans often mistake loss or disappointment as personal failure. The Stoics remind us that external events are morally neutral. They do not define our value. Seneca advised, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Most of your anxiety comes not from the events themselves, but from your judgment of them. By reframing what happens as natural, indifferent, and outside your control, you diminish its power over your mind. Letting go also requires restraint. The urge to argue, complain, manipulate, or demand is natural. But Stoicism teaches that restraint is strength. Every time you release control over what is beyond you, you conserve energy. Every time you choose calm over reaction, reason over impulse, you strengthen your mind. Modern life may reward those who react loudly, but history rewards those who act deliberately. Silence, patience, and measured action are the marks of mastery. You may fear that letting go makes you weak, passive, or vulnerable. It does not. Releasing control is not surrender. It is strategy. The Stoic does not waste effort fighting the inevitable. They conserve energy, observe the world clearly, and act where it counts. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, emphasized virtue and reason over external circumstance. When you let go of what is beyond you, your influence grows, not because the world bends to your will, but because your mind is free, sharp, and undistracted. Even in moments of loss, betrayal, or chaos, Stoicism offers a path. Pause. Breathe. Observe what is happening. Separate your judgments from reality. Ask, what is within my control? Focus entirely on that. Your choices, your actions, your responses, these are your domain. Everything else is noise. By releasing attachment to the uncontrollable, you reclaim energy, clarity, and peace. This is how the Stoics navigated plagues, exile, slavery, and war. This is how you can navigate modern life. Gratitude strengthens this practice. Even in chaos, something remains. Breath, consciousness, opportunity, the ability to act with integrity. Seneca wrote, "Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life." Recognizing what endures allows the mind to release what is fleeting. Letting go is not loss, it is liberation. The less you cling to outcomes, the stronger your mind becomes. Action remains central. Letting go is not passive resignation, it is deliberate choice. Focus on tasks, relationships, and values within your control. Do them well, do them fully. Let the rest unfold without your interference. The Stoic mind thrives in this clarity. Freed from obsession over the uncontrollable, it moves decisively, acts ethically, and rests in resilience. Finally, remember that letting go is a lifelong practice. Life continually challenges your attachment to control. Each day brings new surprises, new pressures, new expectations. The Stoic mindset is cultivated daily through reflection, journaling, mindfulness, and deliberate action. Each time you release what is beyond you, your mind grows stronger, calmer, and more resilient. Freedom is cumulative. Peace is earned incrementally. Mastery is built moment by moment. So now, pause. Take a breath. Identify what you are holding that does not belong to you. Release it. Accept what is, without judgment. Focus on your response, your virtue, and your reasoning. Let the noise fade. Let the struggle ease. In this simple act of letting go, you reclaim yourself. Your mind becomes lighter, sharper, and freer. And in freedom, you gain clarity, strength, and the power to act where it truly matters. Life will continue to challenge you. People will disappoint, plans will fail, circumstances will betray expectations. But the Stoic mind, trained in release, acceptance, and reason, remains unshaken. When you let go of everything you cannot control, you are no longer a victim of circumstance. You are the master of your inner world. And that is the ultimate power. Stand now. Release, accept, focus, act. The world may rage, but you remain steady. The Stoics understood this centuries ago, and tonight, you can live it. The peace, clarity, and freedom you seek are yours, not in the world outside, but in the mind within. Let go and win without struggle.